Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So last summer I had COVID-19. It was really hot and I was all alone, and the whole chapter in my life was really terrifying. It felt like a horror story. And that was a catalyst for why I wanted to return to the dating scene. Well, unfortunately, something interesting has happened. I returned to the dating scene, and the first thing I noticed is that I still am dealing with all of the challenges of single life, right? Paying the bills on my own, having my own place, and having to take care of my own chores and all of that, having workplace prejudices. I'm still dealing with at least 90% of that. A little bit of it is better because sometimes my girlfriend does help me problem solve a couple of things. And also, when she went to my office one time, I did get a little bit more respect. But in the main, I'm still handling all of that, plus all of the bandwidth that comes that needs to be spent on dating, right? I mean, granted, the girl's not very high maintenance, but there's still some bandwidth that has to be spent on that, right? Certainly, I have to think a little bit more about how I dress. I actually have to travel there, right, to her place and all of that. And then I got a little bit of a wake up call this past week. She and some of the other people we were around got COVID-19. Fortunately, I tested negative, but it brought back all the, I was actually kind of upset that I tested negative yesterday because I was hoping to get it out of the way before the summertime. It reminded me of what happened. I got a little bit of a PTSD of what happened last summer when I heard her talking about COVID-19. Fortunately, none of them are very symptomatic. But it just goes to show that we live so close to the edge. I wish in 2025 I gotta strengthen my position so that I'm not constantly skating on thin ice. Just the other day, I was making bismuth art. And when you take out that bar of bismuth from the package, it takes half an hour for it to start melting. I got so much going on. I put it on the stove and then I headed out to pick up some groceries. And on the way back, something terrifying happened. I had the misfortune of driving just in front of a police car, and I was thinking, please don't pull me over. The house is going to burn down if you spend 15 minutes talking to me. I just had too much. I normally wouldn't do something like that, but so I'm juggling so much, and so I'm just constantly living on the edge, right? At the time, you gotta understand, I just started dating. I'm juggling that with art projects, with an art show, with work, with other commitments. And fortunately, he didn't pull me over. But I was praying to the god of dislikes, so didn't actually wave the dislike because I didn't want the officer to think I was distracted or something. But I was singing the Peter Dislike jingle and praying to the god of dislikes. All right, but I don't like the fact that I skate on such thin ice. I don't. So pray that I do something about it this year. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.